Hey everybody, welcome to the Justin T. Weller Show on True Chat. Unfortunately today is not the video that I thought I would get to do, but like so many things in this country or just in life, sometimes your day gets turned a little bit upside down, and today is one of those days.
Yeah.
Early this morning, as many of you probably know, and for those of you that don't, and this is Sunday, by the way, there was the worst mass shooting in American history in Orlando, Florida at the Pulse Nightclub. And that is a LGBT nightclub, and there are, as of right now, there are at least 50 dead and at least 52 wounded. So it's hard to know exactly what the death toll will be, but there's a lot going on right now, and there's still a lot of details missing, but they do believe that the person responsible, who was taken down by local authorities, was a member of ISIS. ISIS has targeted our community multiple times, and this is obviously the worst yet. However, they do believe it was ISIS inspired, not ISIS directed, meaning this person acted on their own, not as part of a direction from ISIS. So basically we just wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you guys and fill you in on what we know. There's a lot of headlines going around, a lot of stuff being said, and unfortunately not a lot of facts at this point. So we're not going to get into the facts or what should be done, but we wanted to share with you our thoughts and how we're feeling, and I guess that's probably all that we're looking to do today, because I don't think there's a lot else that we can do. We do want to encourage everybody, though. There are several GoFundMe pages. The one that we'll be donating to is the Pray for Orlando one, and that one is put on by the Things Floridans Love organization. I'm familiar with them, and I trust that organization to get the funds into the appropriate hands. And basically that money is going to be used to help support the families that are having difficulty with the medical bills possibly, or any number of other things. So if you can spare any amount, whether that's $5 or $500, please head over there and donate to that. Again, it's not through us, it's through Things Floridans Love, and that would be greatly appreciated. We would like it very much if you would do that. So Brett's actually the one that brought it up to me this morning after he got a text from a friend, and shortly after that Austin Wallace and Nikolai Sisson, who you're familiar with, called me, and they're YouTubers as well. I know they're doing a video, and I encourage you to watch it. But feeling a lot of different things right now, and I'll let Brett talk as well, but mainly sad. I don't know if it's fully set in yet that 50 people died from our community, and probably more will, as there are at least 52 others that were wounded.
50, I thought it was 53.
Between 52 and 54, somewhere in there. An additional over 50 more were wounded. So sadness mainly, anger. Try not to feel hate, because I think that is part of how these people win. They talked about, this is Pride Month, and what we can do is make sure that we continue to celebrate, because we are fortunate enough to live in a country now that affords us the opportunity to get married and so many other things, to live together like Brett and I do. And we're by nowhere, by no means are we where we need to be, but I think we're heading in that direction. So sadness mainly, definitely prayers for the families that are part of this tragedy, and anger as well that people still hate our community so much that they would be willing to go to lengths like this. What about you? How are you?
It's
How are
always
you doing?
it's always hard to hear anything about a shooting or anything, because we hear we hear a lot about shootings, and it just takes a toll on us, because no matter what, somehow you're connected to it. If it's through the media, if it's a personal member of your family, we're all one big community, and if we don't like each other sometimes, that's okay. We're like one big family, and sometimes we just don't know how to get along. But during times like these, we need to find people that we love and support. Even if we don't like them, we still need to support the people that we don't like, because they're going through a hard time. And yeah, it's just very, very hard to see.
I know that, and of course you were here when Austin Wallace called this morning, and I could tell that he was not doing well. He wanted to know, what can we do, what should we do,
and there's nothing we really can do.
Right. We can talk about it like we are right now, and we can let people know that we're not.
And we can go and support the charity or the GoFundMe account. We'll have a link in the description below. But it's just hard, as with everything.
Has it set in yet? That
It's in waves.
Yeah. I think it was the type of thing when Brett told me, this morning that he had gotten that text from somebody, that it was kind of like, oh, and it wasn't really very real yet. Like, I acknowledged it and I was thinking, okay, that's really bad, but I was hoping that it wasn't true, that it was misreported or whatever, and we turned on the TV pretty quickly and looked at CNN, and it was pretty obvious pretty fast that it was definitely real. So we ask, like we said before, please go to that page and support them if you can. We will be. And anything at this point, if you're in the Florida area, if you have O positive, O negative, or AB blood types, those are all blood types that are badly needed. There's a lot of wounded people, and they're going to need a lot of blood.
And it's been said throughout the news, and if you're willing to donate, please go and donate.
Yes. Please donate blood if you can. And even if you don't have those blood types, feel free to donate, because chances are there is somebody in that group that can use your blood. And it could mean the difference between life and death if somebody needs blood and can't get it fast enough. So please take an opportunity to do that if you're in the Florida area.
And also, it looks like there's a lot of people that are already doing it, so thank you to all of them.
Yes, thank you to everybody who's already, who's already taken action, and for those of you just learning about this, Austin, we sometimes joke about what Austin and Nikolai close with, but do know that if you're out there and you are affected by this, and like Brett said, I think we're all affected by it, because it was an attack on American citizens on American soil by an organization that doesn't believe in our way of life as a country, not just the LGBT community, but there's been a number of attacks by them, and it's important that I think we all look and say we have lots of differences, but this is one of those times where we stand together. So please take an opportunity to donate, whether that's blood or financial support, or if you are unable to do either of those things, just talk about it. Share how you're feeling with somebody, and do know, like I was saying before, that you guys aren't alone out there, because Brett and I are feeling a lot of different things, and some of the things that we're going to do to try to help is, over the next week, we'll be talking about it on TrueChat, truechat.org, truechat.org. That's the media network that I co-founded, and we have a lot of different podcasts, and we're getting into video as well, but we're going to be talking about it on the Current Issues show, and probably a few of the other shows will mention it, so definitely tune in there, because we're going to probably look at proposing some solutions to how do we actually avoid this. Because if there is a way, that's what we want to do, and if there's not a way, how do we manage it? I think a special thanks to the law enforcement as well in Florida. It's been reported that, they didn't hesitate to enter the nightclub knowing that there was an active shooter still inside, unaware of what the situation was or how many active shooters there were. I mean, they didn't know. And they went in, basically blind, and thankfully none of them were killed as far as we know right now. One of them was injured, but a big response by them definitely made this, while it's still awful, it certainly could have been a lot worse. It was a big nightclub, and you could have had over 100 people dead if the law enforcement wasn't as quick as they were to respond. So we certainly want to make it known that we appreciate, what they're doing. And on that note, do you have anything else?
No, not really, but no matter what, you can always help in some form or manner, even if it's $1, even if it's just blood, it helps.
Yep. Alright guys, well, we will see you next week. We might do a video before then, and we'll see. So, again, please take an opportunity to, do any of those things you can to help, and in the meantime, head over and check out Austin and Nikolai's video, and stay up to date on this issue. Don't let it fall by the wayside. As always, thank you very much for taking an opportunity to watch the Justin T. Weller Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Be the change.